Hello everyone, I am Karthik from ITI section and my roll number is 2095191230. Today on CNS, my Tech Talk topic is about automatic attack signature generation system. That is simply a review. So let us know what is this automatic attack signature generation systems and what are the types. In the further slides, briefly let us dive into our topic. Let us know what is the abstract. Let us see. The latest developments in the intrusion detection systems including Honey Cyber and Hancock, Arbor, Autosign, Argus, Hamsa, Hefsign and a hybrid Honey FAM based defense system can be compared on the basis of their capability to detect novel attacks signatures, generation methods, suitability for multiple instances of worms, type of signature generated, and attacks and worms covered, false alarm rates, and relative strengths and weaknesses. Let us see the introduction. Security is a big issue for all the network in today's enterprise environment. Hackers and the intruders have successfully brought down enterprise networks and web services. One method to secure network resources and communication over the network is intrusion detection. Intrusion detection systems, that is also known as the IDS, monitors the state of a system or a network and recognize and report an malicious activity or a improper behavior. IDS can, that is also known as intrusion detection system, can use either anomaly or signature based techniques to detect intrusions. In anomaly based techniques, any deviation from the system's normal behavior profile is recognized and reported. So let us see what is the review methodology. We searched an appropriate set of electronic databases and other sources to increase the probability of finding highly relevant articles. We performed this review by identifying primary studies, applying inclusion and exclusion criteria, and synthesizing the results. So the review methodology mainly focus on the searched. It searches an appropriate set of electronic databases and other sources to increase the probability of finding an highly relevant activities and articles. So they perform this review by identifying the primary studies which are conducted and applying the methods like inclusion and exclusion criteria, and they synthesize the results based on this inclusion and exclusion criteria. This is about the review methodology which they have searched uh, to synthesize the results. The Honey Cyber. Let us know what is this Honey Cyber. Mohsin Mohammed and his colleagues designed Honey Cyber, an automated signature generation system for zero-day polyformic worms. So let us see the figure 1 in the further slides. And the Honey Cyber has a double honey net system. The packets containing bombs go to the first honey net and make outbound connections, and the internal translator directs them to the second honey net. The worms the worms make outbound connections from the second honey net and are redirected to the first honey net. Legitimate packets that don't make outbound connections, so the packets that make outbound connections are considered malicious. These systems can also detect polymorphic worms, which vary their payloads on every infection attempt. Signature generation is based on the longest common substring method applied on multiple invariant substrings. HoneyCyber can automatically detect new worms and isolate attack traffic from innocuous traffic it generates both snort. So this is a figure of HoneyCyber architecture. Uh, The HoneyCyber double HoneyNet system with the internal translator and a signature generator is capable of generating SNOT and Bro BIOS based intrusion detection system signatures. Here the internal translator 2, and it connects to the honeynet 2. First it comes from the local network and goes to the internal translator and connects to the honeynet 1, and the worm, which is a user, will connect to the internet, and the IDs will proceed to the signature generator, and then they are proceeded to the honey 1 and the honey 2 through the internal translators. And these IDs can also be translated to the great translator through the local network to internal translator, which will be transferred to the honeynet 1. Arbor. Zhenkai Liang and R. Shaker created Arbor, a system that automates buffer overflow attack signatures. This approach is based on the program behavior model. The authors argued that the most existing buffer overflow detection techniques lead to repeated restarts of the victim application. Interpreting service availability, Arbor filters out attacks from before they compromise the server's integrity, thereby allowing the server to continue to run without interruption. This significantly increases the availability of servers subjected to the repeated attacks. It's a simple it's an implemented using inline and offline components. Inline components are responsible for the input filtering and the logging, whereas the offline components perform tasks such as the detection, analysis, and the signature generation. The inline components are hooked into the execution environment of the protected process using library interception. The input filter intercepts all of the protected process input actions there. The input returned by these actions can be compared to the list of signatures currently deployed in the filter. So this is the figure 2. The Arbor architecture. The Arbor contains inline components for input filtering and the logging, whereas the offline components are responsible for the detection analysis. The signature generation of the buffer flow attacks. So this is the figure of the Arbor, the inline components, and the offline components, which has the detector and analyzer, and the inline components has the process behavior model like input filter and the logger. Autosign designed by the Gil Tahan and his colleagues extracts a unique signature of malware executables to be used by the high-speed malware filtering devices based on the deep packet inspection, and operates in real time. It enables the analysis at the binary level and does not require a semantic interpretation of a code, making this technology generic, unaffected by the CPU and platform changes. Large executables compromises substantial amounts of code replicated across the various instances of both begin and the malware executables to minimize the risk of the false positive classification of benign executables as malware. Autosign discards signature candidates that contain such a replicated chunks of code. This is the Argos architecture. Argos is based on the x68 emulator that uses the dynamic triad analysis on network traces and the memory dumps to the generator attack signatures. Hamza. Uh, Jinchun Lee and his colleagues proposed Hamza, a network-based automated signature generation system for polyformic forms. Hamza is fast, noise tolerant, and Hamza generated signatures can be deployed easily in Snort or Bro IDs. And Hamza significantly outperforms a polygraph in terms of efficiency, accuracy, and the attack reliability. This is the architecture of the Hamza network tap and the protocol classifier sniff and the classify packets based on the port and the protocol before separating the traffic into the suspicious normal flow pools. A signature generator then generates a content-based signature compatible with the Snort and the Bro. Efsaina. Asaf Sabtia and his colleagues proposed Efsaina, an automatic function-based signature generation system for malware files. Efsain is designed to generate the simple byte string signatures that network-based IDs can use to filter malware in the real time. Epstein employs an exhaustive and structural technique. It first extracts the malware Unicode from the segments of a common and usual binning code, such as shared libraries. Then generates the signatures from the malware, such as the worms, spyware, Trojan horses, and the viruses. A human expert or an automated detection tool classifies the suspected files as begin or the malicious. This is the Epson architecture. The function extractor helps in common function library creation. The signature generator is responsible for generating the signatures. Honeyform and based defense against internet worms. Pragna Jain and Anjali Sardana proposed a hybrid approach that integrates anomaly and signature detection with honeypots. This system makes use of all the approaches advantages. This system architecture, signature-based detection, is the first level to detect known worm attacks. At the second level, any anomal detector finds the deviations from the normal behavior. At the last level, honeypots are deployed to develop a detect zero-day attacks. The controller is responsible for traffic redirection among various honeypots deployed in the honeyform. In this approach, the longest common subsequence algorithm is used to generate signatures. Architecture of the hybrid honeyform based on the approach signature based detection is the first level filter to detect the known worm attacks. At the second level, an anomaly detector finds the deviations from the normal behavior. At the last level, honeypots are deployed to help the detect 5 attacks a day. This is about our topic. Thank you.